Welcome to the post-game show. So the points were actually pretty close in that game. I think the final score was, well, we didn't finish it, but basically it would have been roughly 8 or 9 to 6.
Something around
Around
there,
that.
yeah, 7 maybe.
8 or 9 to 7. So it was pretty close. Body-wise, wasn't as close as the score. Yeah.
Firepower, firepower, firepower. Oh, yes.
That's it. And an army that just... Tyranids have a problem with Maelstrom of War. Actually, there were several problems in 40k alone, but Maelstrom of War, they have to stay as a clump.
Yes.
Because Synapse really matters. You can't really leave any squad behind, because if you leave behind, they're just done. Or you leave behind the Synapse guys, and then everyone else is done. So...
Yeah, between the Ignores cover from the Nova Cannon and some nice shots with the Plasma Cutioner.
Oh... Yeah,
your Hive Tyrant in round 1.
I know people were saying I was too aggressive with my Flyrant. I might have been, but the problem was with the Flyrant was his psychic power was one of the few things that I had that could actually hurt you. And I wanted to get it off. And his shooting is still pretty solid. Strength 6 shots against side armor. I could have taken out a vehicle, and then I just couldn't pass an armor save for my life. Didn't matter if he didn't obey, he just died.
That's true. First game we had, I was cursed with bad dice, and this game, it seemed like those first few rounds...
Unfortunately on my side.
Quite a few saves, yeah.
Yeah. Besides that, as I said, this is perfect, because he hasn't seen it yet, but I'm going to post today my painting with Jay, and in it, I discuss how to win a game against Tyranids, and he followed it to a perfect T. First thing he did was kill a Synapse creature.
Yep. And
then the second thing he did was kill the Venom Tropes with Ignore Cover stuff.
Yep.
So I lost my Venom Tropes, I lost my Synapse creatures, and then in the end I only had 2 squads of Synapse creatures left, but that's it. It was a pretty decimated list. What do you think of the Death Leaper?
In games I've had in the past, I've had a little bit of fear playing against them with having to roll 6s to hit them. It's pretty tough. Now saying that, the close combat, hammer wrath with the Ogrins, that just...
I think he needs a better armor save.
I agree.
5 up just doesn't make sense for an HQ.
No, I think it'd be good if he had,
or
even an invulnerable save.
Yeah.
Like a decent invulnerable.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised by that, because he's a close combat monster, essentially. And maybe I forgot a rule. Maybe I was forgetting. I don't think so. He used to have a bunch of rules, but I don't think he... I think he just died. I think that was the correct way we played it. And he doesn't he's designed for close combat, but once he gets in there, if you hit him, he's in trouble.
Yeah. Well, the Ogrins they're pretty good. I think they're an underlooked...
Well, he's Hammer Wrath alone, right? Because otherwise they'd hit on 5s. But without many attacks anyway. Hitting on 5s, wounding on 3s, and I only have a 5-up armor save.
Yes.
He's dead, you know? Didn't mind. I'm going to try him out again. For Exocrine didn't do anything because there really wasn't anything I could do with the Exocrine. The only thing I could shoot at was your 1 squad of guys behind the Aegis defense line.
Yes. If
I got close enough. Right? Because only 24-inch range gun, and then all you do is go to ground for 2-up cover.
Right, yeah.
And it would have been, I'm shooting a pie plate for no reason, and because strength 7 against front armor 14 just doesn't do anything. Moloch had fun. He scored me some points.
Yeah. It's always a scary model when you see that, and then he popped up there a few times, taking out the Ogrins, most of them anyways. Yeah,
I killed the Ogrins and got me a few points. That's the thing. Basically, if I wanted to run a competitive... I don't list Taylor. I didn't know what he was bringing. He didn't know, as I said, in the game. He had no idea what I was bringing.
No.
And it was just one of those games where one of them has a very good matchup against the other, but we're going to have a good time regardless, right? We both play for fun.
100%.
If I lose or if I win, it doesn't really matter. It's how you play the game. That sounded really cheesy. But
it did.
Like one of those, the more you know things passing by.
But I always have fun playing against you.
Exactly.
So that's number 1.
Exactly. And what did I find? Pask, he's good. I like him.
He's deadly.
I like him. He... 27 shots, and he'd average between 20 to 24 wounds on anything he shot at.
And on top of that, he could have had a heavy stubber, or heavy stubber on there as well for a few extra shots. But I didn't have the points.
No. 27 shots, that's enough.
27 was enough, and then 5 plasma blasts from his command mate. Yes.
Yeah, I looked at the armor, I'm like, Tyranids have a big problem with armor, because we don't have many good shooting, and all of our high strength shooting has no AP.
Right.
So, my Hive Guard, if they were shooting at you, would have been 6s to glance. That's it. monsters, creatures in close combat you could have feared, but that's why I was trying to. That's why originally I shot at my guy. Was I was hoping, but the only problem is though I keep forgetting in my head that it takes 2 turns to be able to assault after you jump up.
True.
Right. Your next turn you jump down into jump infantry, and then you give your opponent 1 entire round, which is one of the more brutal rules against flying monster creatures, I guess, especially against Imperial Guard, because the turn he went into normal mode, he died. He would have died.
That close to all those guns.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
but if he was any farther away, he wouldn't be able to assault you.
It's true.
So it's one of those catch-22s, and I could fly around trying to hit side armor or rear armor. That was my other option, was to fly straight past them and shoot rear armor next turn.
Right, for the 11s or the 10s, depending. Yep.
Yeah, and maybe pop something, but it was good. Warriors, they kept things in synapse, and they walked around the board.
Yeah, they shrugged off a few shots. Yeah.
My shooting phases, I think I only shot 5 times. I am the most. This was the most concise game I think I've ever played.
It was a fast game too, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of phases, it was just like move up, done.
Yeah.
Again, it was a good counter, but it was awesome. So stay tuned for more battle reports. I gotta get Stu back, and we gotta have another match because it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, for sure. And until next time, this is JN
Stu
saying happy painting, everyone.